Good morning, Floss Tube. Welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. My name is Carol Lee, and this is Floss Tube number 12. And it's been about 4 weeks since my last video update, so don't know if 2 weeks is ever going to happen. Maybe when I retire. I just never feel like I'm ready to do another one, and then I end up with so much stuff to show after 4 weeks, so I really should do every 2 weeks, but who knows. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for stopping in to see what I've been working on. So today I have a previous finish. I don't have any current finishes, and I have some whips and just some plans, and of course some haul. Always have some haul, especially after 4 weeks. And then I have some quilty stuff that I've been working on. I've been kind of into quilting lately again. Well, not that I'm always quilting, but I've been spending a little more time on that than I had been prior to these last 4 weeks. So I have that to show you as well. So let's get started. So just personal update. I did get my first vaccine shot, so I was really excited about that. And I get the next one here in a couple weeks in April, in the middle of April. So that's good. And then also my district sent out an email the other day offering that we could sign up 2 family members for the shot also. So if they met all our Georgia criteria. So I was able to get my husband and my older daughter an appointment for the shot as well here at the end of March. I love my district. They are making this as easy as possible. Also on that note, if anybody's interested, you're probably not, but if you are, my superintendent is going to be on 60 Minutes this Sunday. His name is Dr. Grant Rivera, and he has just done an amazing job leading us through this pandemic. I have always felt safe. I have felt taken care of. I feel like he keeps everybody in mind, the students, the parents, us, all of the other staff besides teachers. I feel like he really tries to do his best for everyone. So anyway, so he is going to be on 60 Minutes talking about how we have just gotten through this pandemic. So we'll see. So anyway, that's exciting. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything else? Oh, also, in my defense, for the last 4 weeks, we've been working on wedding plans also, although not that it's been that much, but we did go look at venues for my older daughter's wedding. If you've been watching me, you know my older daughter Greta is getting married June of 2022. So we've been looking at venues, and I live here in the Atlanta area, and we have a museum called Fern Bank, which is just a beautiful museum. It doesn't even look like you're in the city. There's just trees and everywhere in Atlanta anyway, and this is a really wooded area. Anyway, so we're looking there. You can rent out the whole museum, and it's really affordable compared to many wedding venue places. And they have these big dinosaur exhibit that is actually where you would eat, so it'd be in the background of all your pictures, which we're into. And then the whole back of the museum outside is wooded, and there's a deck, and you can have like drinks and stuff on the deck while you're waiting for the reception to start. And so anyway, it's just really cool. So basically you rent out the whole museum. You don't get the exhibitions, although you can pay extra for them. I think I said that word right. Anyway, so it's really cool. So I think that's where we're probably going to have it. We're getting together again today to talk about, you know, the caterers and all of that, and just decide for sure if that's what we're going to do. But I think that's what they've decided. In fact, I think they're down there this morning, her and her fiance, looking at it again. So I'm excited about that. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And we love Fern Bank. We've gone there a lot since we've lived here. So it would be nice. So anyway, that's what I've been doing, that and just working for the last few weeks. So let's see, I have a previous finish to show you. I showed this last year. Well, let me think, when did I start? No, I didn't start doing Floss Tube till the 4th of July. So I showed this then, I think. But yeah, I made it last spring. So this is, I believe it's called Spring Messenger by Brenda Gervais. So you can see there's the actual stitching, and then here's my finish. This was a piece I got at Hobby Lobby, and it was a different color. You can see I painted it cream, kind of messy on the back. And then I just put this on chipboard, this plaid fabric, and then this is on sorry, not chipboard, sticky board. This is on sticky board. And this is the first one I'd ever done, so I hot glued it to the back. Now I lace them, and I like that a lot better. But anyway, I added just some buttons from my collection, and this is pretty much how she shows in the pattern to finish it, with these buttons and that around. I think actually she might have made it into a pillow. I looked for the pattern, I couldn't find it. It's here somewhere, but I do believe it's called Spring Messenger, and I changed up the colors a teeny bit. But anyway, I think it's really cute, and it sits on my mantle. And this is a bow I made from, I just ripped some fabric into a 2.5-inch strip, and I stiffened it a little with starch so that it would kind of stand up, and then I put a button in the middle. Yeah. Okay, so that's my only finish. Well, my only stitching finished. So Jeanette and Heather at Crafty Stitches on Floss Tube here decided they were going to start a strawberry social hashtag and just make all things strawberries because they love strawberries with spring coming up. So they got me thinking about that, and I went through my stash, and I have a lot of strawberry stuff. So apparently I love strawberries too. So I did make one thing. I found this little pattern I've had a long time from Fig Tree. So Fig Tree Threads, it's called Strawberry Shortcake. The number is FTQ number 882. And they're just little strawberry pin cushions. I have a bunch of her pin cushion patterns. Or is that what they call them? Pin cushions. It's not really a cushion, it's a strawberry. But yeah, they're really cute. I made a pumpkin. Here, let me grab that. This is the first one I made a year or so ago. This little pumpkin. So I have that out in the fall, kind of. He's cute. And then I made these strawberries now. And there's a video on the FQS quilting channel on YouTube where Joanna shows how to make these. So that's helpful, especially if you've never made them. But these are really easy ones. Mine turned out okay. I used some old Fig Tree fabric I had. Here's kind of the pile of it. I can't even remember the name of the line. It's really old. Like, I bought it off of eBay when it was no longer in print, and that was years and years ago. So anyway, here's how it turned out. Pretty cute. I filled it with walnut shells, and I could have done the, like you see that's poking out. I don't think I cut them out real perfectly. So the seams weren't perfect. So that's the big one. So they have a big one and a small one. And you just gotta sew this top on it. And this one I stitched little things in it. I don't know what you call those seeds on the berry. She showed that in the video. One of hers had that, and I thought it looked cute. So I just, with some floss, after you stuff it, you just kind of go in and stitch those little, I guess we call them seeds, even though they're not the right color. But yeah. So they're not perfect, and then I put a little button, but they're cute. I got to get better at it. She has a pattern for 3 blind mice pin cushions, and they're so cute, but I think they'd be a lot harder, so I need to practice more first before I get to that. So yeah, so I made 2 little strawberry pin cushions to go along with the hashtag. So Strawberry Social. It's Strawberry Social SEW for the social. So yeah, I made those. And this pattern is still available. And then I found a whole pile of strawberry-ish stuff that I have. So let's see. This is a quilt pattern called, by It's So Emma, Strawberry Picking. I think I had gotten this in a Sew Sampler box years ago, which is cute. These are aqua, if you can't tell, and then red and pink strawberries. Yeah, it's by It's So Emma. Designed by Jocelyn. I can't say her last name. I don't want to mess it up. Strawberry Picking. So there's that. And then if you were part of the Sew Sampler box and you got the Goodness Grows pattern by Corey Yoder, this was one of the blocks. And I think you can still buy these on the Fat Quarter Shop. And then the Pattern Basket is an awesome quilt pattern company that I just love. I have tons of her patterns. I have yet to ever make one though. I've got to get to make, I have so much stuff I've never made. So I would like to make this Strawberry Social, it's called. So this is a PDF copy. I think that's really pretty. She made it really soft pinks and reds. So yeah, so maybe I'll get to making that. And then I found this old book I have, and I probably shouldn't show it because I don't even know if it's available anywhere. It's by that Patrick Place. You might be able to find it on eBay. It's called Patchwork Pantry, Preserving a Tradition of Quilts and Recipes. And it has this cover quilt with these strawberry appliques and hold on, let me show you it. It's so pretty. I don't know what that pattern is even called. It's called Strawberry Blossoms is the quilt name. Okay, here's a picture of the finished quilt. So this all around is applique. And I have no plan to make that anytime soon, but it is really pretty and vintagey looking. I really like that. Here's a picture of it on the table. See the strawberry appliques. Yeah, so, and then there's a lot of other like food themed quilts in this book. I think the reason I had gotten it is I really loved, I was into purples in my first house up in Pennsylvania, into like berry colors. And there was this Wild Berry Dreams quilt, which I thought was so pretty. I think I've told you this before, I had wallpaper, beautiful York wallpaper with berries on it, strawberries and blueberries and blackberries, and they were all those rich purpley pinks. And then I had a purple shelf, bright purple shelf above it. And when we went to sell our house, my real estate agent was like, oh, you got to get rid of that purple shelf. People aren't going to like that. I'm like, oh, I think it's pretty. But yeah, so that was, I think, why I got the book. I was into those purple berries. Yeah, so cool. Oh, this is really cute too. Baskets of fruit. I have not looked at this book in ages, not until they said about the Strawberry Social, and I was like, let me go see what I have. And I caught this was on my bookshelf. I was like, ooh, that looks strawberry-ish, and sure enough, it's got lots of cute stuff in it. And then I went looking for cross stitch patterns, and I found, well, one of them is my whips, so we'll lead into that. I'll do that one last. But Agnes Platt Strawberry Sampler by Blackbird Designs. It's Loose Feathers Spring 2013, it says. And I think you can still get this. I don't think it's out of print, but it has a lot of pretty stuff in it. I actually thought that this was the Strawberry Sampler, but it's not. It's this one right here. Let's see if I can find it better. Yeah, here's the picture. That is the Strawberry Sampler. And then the one with the house, which is what I really love, is called, let me cover up the chart, is called the Bee Skep, which we know I love bees. And here's a picture of it in the book. It's got the little bee there. So I have wanted to start this for a long time. So that may be after this. I started a little one. After I do that, I think I'm going to start that one. And then there's also this little pillow, which is super cute. And those are little strawberries. So pretty. I really love this one. So Agnes Platt's Strawberry Sampler book. And then also by Blackbird Designs, I have Strawberry Fields Forever, second in the Magical Mystery Tour series. And I'm not aware that this is out of print. I think you can still get it. And look at those strawberries. Oh, so cool. I love both these. So yeah, there's that, and then a new start that I had was my next pattern. Oh, here is also some haul. I got from So Much to Love. I got 2 project bags, which I should just make them, but I just never get to it. I'm weird about starting small projects. Anybody else like that? I start tons of big projects, giant quilts. And I buy lots of stuff for small projects, and I want to do them, but I just never really want to do them. Like I want to have them, but I don't really want to do them. I have a whole, I'll show you when we get to quilting if I remember, a whole set of Simple Whatnots by Kim Dot, which are all small, which are all small quilt kits. Haven't made any of them. I want them. I want them on my walls. And they'd be easy. I don't know why. I have this thing about just starting only huge things. So anyway, someday I'll probably get, I found a YouTube video that shows how to make these project bags that I really like. But anyhow, so this is from So Much to Love. And I'll have another one I'll show you during haul. But this pattern that I started was All Dolled Up by Little House Needleworks Strawberry House. It is so cute. I totally forgot I had it till I went looking for strawberry stuff. And then I was watching Celeste from Celeste Creates, and, or actually, no, I saw her on Instagram. She had started this. And I was like, okay, I had already pulled these and I was trying to decide. I'm like, okay, that's a little one. I'll just do that first because her finish was so cute. So yeah, so this is my start on that. And I'm using mostly called for colors. I didn't have the they call for Caterpillar by Classic Colorworks, which is a dark, dark brown. So I replaced that, but the rest are all the called for. So here is my start. It's so cute. I love that. The red is Ladybug by Classic Colorworks. It's like a reddy pink. You all know I like a reddy pink. So I love it. I think it's so cute, and I love this border. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get that done here pretty quick. I started it yesterday or the day before. Yep. So that is my start on that. And yeah, here are the threads. They're kind of a mess because I didn't have a couple of DMCs. And then I went to Michael's yesterday and got them. So I had pulled other DMCs I thought I'd use, but realized when I looked at the DMCs that were called for, they call for 435, 936, 37, 77, and 3823. But they were very different than the colors I thought that I pulled. So these are the two I won't be using that are DMCs, and these are the two that replace them. No, hold on. Yeah, these are the two that replace them. So that's what I thought would go, but that's not. So these are the called for. So we'll do that. And then we have Bean Sprout and the green, yeah, this one, 936. See, I thought I would use that one, but this one's much darker, so I'm not sure. This is the called for 936, and I pulled 469. So we'll see which one I like with the Bean Sprout better. And then it calls for 435 DMC. And I subbed in Weeks Dye Works Molasses for the Classic Colorworks Caterpillar. And then I'm using the Ladybug. Yeah. So those are the flosses. So I love that. It's really fun to stitch. Oh, and I'm stitching it on my favorite 25 count Lugana. I love this stuff. So here's what I've discovered over the last few weeks. You know how I started 240 count projects. So my big Eloise, which I haven't touched. I said I was going to do a little bit every day. I haven't touched. So I have to think about that if I'm going to restart that. But I pulled some more 32 count out because I wanted to see how high could I go and still not have to use a magnifier. Because what I don't like is I can do the 40 count if I wear my readers and I put the magnifier in front of it and I stitch, you know, under the magnifier. I don't like stitching under the magnifier. I just want to use my readers. So I realized that if I just do 32 count, which I still have to use 2 strands of floss, but that's just the way it is, I can do that with just my glasses and it's really enjoyable. So I think 32 count is going to be the highest I go from now on, unless it's something super huge that I have to, because I really just don't like the 40 count. I want to like it. I like the 1 strand. I love the way it looks. I just don't enjoy stitching it, and I find I avoid it, which I think is a common problem that a lot of us have if our vision isn't great. So yeah, but the 25 count Lugana, I love. I mean, and I just ordered, you'll see in haul, some 32 count Lugana. I just love the feel of Lugana. So that's what that's on, and I am enjoying it. All right, so that's all about the strawberry. So look in your stash, see if you have any strawberry stuff, and post it on Instagram with the hashtag Strawberry Social. SEWCIAL, social. I'll put it down below in the description box. Okay, and then I haven't worked on this for a little while, but I have worked on it since my last video. I'll have the chart turned the right way, or sew by row. So I think I got a good bit done since the last video, and I'm not going to show the flosses again because I've showed those in previous videos. I'm sure you're tired of seeing it, but I finished all the sewing machines and I think I've gotten stuff done since my last video. I'm not sure if this is the same. Sorry, I need to get back to it. I mean, they're done. Most people are done with it, but I got behind on my anniversaries of the heart, so I worked on that a ton at the end of February, and actually I didn't finish until the very beginning of March. So I worked on that a ton to get caught up and then to start the March block, which I did. So I need to keep working on it so I get that March block done. So I will show you that next. So yeah, as you know, if you've watched me before, I am doing all the anniversaries of the Heart by Blackbird designs. This year I'm trying to do one a month. So I'm doing A Wish for You here in March. And I am changing up pretty much all the colors. I'm doing my own colors. So let me take it out. I have it in the Q-snap. Which I should not have left it in here. I left it in here for a long time. So it's going to be wrinkled, but. So I am doing this on 28 count cream Zweigart that I tea dyed, just tea dyed. So there's January. Here's my finish for February. And I have not yet put in any names yet. If I have a board, let me put a board up behind that. This one's hard because it's so big. I like picking my own colors, but it does make it take longer because I have to, you know, try to decide what I think is going to look best, and that. So this one I kind of changed it a lot, and it was really taking me a while to do. And Ellie then helped me. My daughter Ellie, I always talk about her. She's an art major at Georgia, and she helped me pick the colors out. But there it is. And here is my start on March. A Wish for You. In the little pot, I have this vine, which is really fun to do. I love stitching borders. And then this is just the bottom of the house. So the colors I'm using for that, so they call for brick and peanut brittle for this checkerboard house. Well, I did not want to add in that brick color. I wanted to go more with some, what I think of as March colors. So you're going to think I'm weird probably, as usual. But I chose Victorian Motto Sable, which is like a very muted, dusty violet or purple. I almost was going to go with The Wicked Witch by Victorian Motto, which is this plummy purple. But then we were looking at this one, I'm like, that would kind of go with all the muted colors that I already have in there. So I'm using that and Harvest Basket by The Gentle Art. So those are going to be my two house colors. And so far, I really like it. It's hard, you can't really see, but you combine one strand of each for the bottom of the house. And I think it looks nice. And then I used for the vine, I used the green I used in the last block, right? What did I use? Oh no, I used the green I used in, well, I used some of it in the last block, but in January's block, which is Victorian Motto Wild Greens. Yeah, and then the blackish color is, let me see, Weeks Dye Works Charcoal. So that pot in the bottom of the stairs, or the steps going up to the house are going to be that color. So yeah, so I am on track. I do need to get working on it. I worked on it last weekend quite a bit, and got all this done. But now I haven't touched it this week. I've been working on the strawberry social and my potting shed, which I got a lot finished on. Okay, so that's next. So the potting shed also is still in the Q-snap. So here's the cover. It's the Potting Shed by Brenda Gervais. Also, Jeanette at Crafty Stitches was starting a stitch along for this a while ago. They've finished it. She finished it. Ginger Shoal on Instagram finished it. They're beautiful. And so I went a little different route. I decided to do it on a blue fabric. I can't remember if I showed this one before. See, you wait a month and you can't remember anything. So here it is in my Q-snap. I've heard people talk about, ooh, they don't leave their stuff in their Q-snap because they're afraid it'll flatten their stitches. I agree, I probably shouldn't leave it in the Q-snap, but I have never noticed it flattening stitches no matter how long I leave it in, so I wouldn't really worry about that, but that's just me. So here's my little Holly Hobby needle minder, and excuse the wrinkledness, but here is my progress so far. I'm getting lots done. And this one I'm changing up the colors a bit as well. But they're similar to the called for colors. I'm just kind of pulling what I have. I didn't buy any new ones. And this is 32 count weeks. I can't remember the name of it. Seafoam, I think. So yeah, I think it's really cute. Can you see up close? I changed the little flowers here, which you probably can't see, to purple, where it was like a creamy whitish color or yellowy color. But I changed them there. That's easier, to a purple. And these I used the same purple. And then her top of her dress, her sleeves, her shirt, I changed to a dark blue. But otherwise, I think it has the same feel. So here are the flosses. So yeah, the purple that I changed the flowers to, yeah, some of them, actually a lot of them are the same, but some are different. Lavender Harvest by Victoria Motto. And then the shirt, I used Twilight by Weeks, this dark blue. Let me see. Oh, they call for Cider Mill Brown, and I used Wagon Wheel by Classic Colorworks. And then it calls for Pelican Gray, but I used, not Tin Roof. I pulled a bunch of grays, and then I used, what did I use? Maybe I did use Tin Roof. No, I don't think I did. Oh no, here it is. I used, what's this one? Confederate Gray instead. That's for the watering can and the harness holding the sheep. And then for her hair, it was a brown. And since my hair is graying, I changed it to Pamlico, which is like a grayish brown. So I thought that was kind of my hair color. What else? Other changes did I make? For Ginger Snap, which is Ginger Snap and Pumpkin Pie, it calls for Gentle Art Ginger Snap and Pumpkin Pie for the pots. And I changed those to Victorian Motto Mars and Victorian Motto Caramel Buns. So those are my pots. And then the greens it called for were Endive and Avocado, and I am using Avocado by Classic Colorworks. And I changed the Endive to Gentle Art Dried Thyme, which is really variegated. It's really pretty. And then the skirt, I think was, let's see what color is her skirt. Yeah, the skirt and the bird were supposed to be Cider Mill Brown also, so those are the Wagon Wheel. So her skirt is Wagon Wheel. Yeah, so, and then the border, the flowers I chose, instead of, I think, chili peppers, I think what it calls for, I'm using Victorian Motto Heirloom Poppy. Yeah, so anyway, I really like the colors. I think they're going to look pretty. I mean, I think they already are looking pretty on the blue. Yeah, so you see a lot of Victorian Motto in there. If you're interested in trying them and haven't yet, I would wait a little bit. I love Victorian Motto stuff, but this pandemic has gotten her behind, and with the thread shortages and that, and I know a lot of people having problems getting a hold of her, and she's same with me. She's not answering my emails, which is kind of frustrating because I've paid for 2 months. And I'm fine with waiting. I just want to know that they're coming. So I just wish she would answer the emails. She's probably getting inundated with them, but I wish there was a way she could do that just to let us know, like, okay, we're, this far behind, it's coming. She posts somewhat on her web page what's going on, but it's not very specific. So anyway, so I don't know if I'll be getting any more Victorian Motto. So I need to find another floss club. I'm hoping she's going to get caught up and send mine. But like I said, I haven't received 2 months that I've paid for, and the 3rd month I got invoiced for, and I was like, I'm not paying it till I hear from her at least. Like if I heard from her, I would pay it and wait. But I'm sad because I absolutely love her flosses. So hopefully she'll get back to me. I don't know why she's not emailing me back, other than she must just be swamped. But anyway, I don't know that I would sign up for any. I don't even know if she's taking signups for new ones since she's so behind. But I was going to try to get on Color and Cotton's Floss of the Month Club. And I do belong to Floss Frenzy from Fat Quarter Shop, which is Weeks Dye Works floss, which I really like. But yeah, I like the floss clubs because I like building my collection, and then I just like to pull from what I have. But I love, love, love her flosses, so we'll see. But that's just, hopefully that will get better. All right, so that is the potting shed. So I just have to do the border and the sign. The sign's going to take a while. Yeah. Yeah, I have to finish the bird. So I have to finish the bird. I have to do the border, which shouldn't take too long, but this herb sign is probably going to take a while because that's solid stitching in there. So hopefully in a couple weeks that will be done. All right, let's see. So those are all my whips. Get cleaned up here a little bit. Put this away. Here are my Q snaps making noise. I love these Q snaps, but it's funny. Sometimes I stitch in hand and sometimes I stitch with these. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling that day. Especially if I just feel some days like I can't see the holes that well, it helps to use this. I feel like it's, you know, it just pulls the holes open a little bit more. And then other days I just love stitching in hand and it works fine. So just kind of depends on the pattern, on how I'm feeling, on how my eyes are working that day. It's just not always great. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, let's go into haul. Move all of these. Okay, so for haul, first I did get another bag from so much to love.com, which I'm sure you've heard of her, but there's the, she puts this little tag on Etsy. So much to love, SEWMUCH2LUV.com. So I guess she has .com. I bought these off of Etsy. But there's this one which I thought is so pretty. It's all little sewing motifs. And the dots in black and pink. I love this pink zipper. And then the inside is this pretty pink check. So yeah, so I waited quite a while. Like I think she makes these when you order them most of the time. But it was worth the wait. So pretty. Okay, I also got these earrings. I'm trying to remember. Some floss tuber, I think it was Not Forgotten Farm, was talking about them. Her daughter had got them for her, and they're off of Ravenstone Gifts on Etsy. I think they're really cute. I was gonna wear them today, but I got this new shirt too, which is the Good Life company, but it's got a little gold in the sewing machine, so I wore gold hoops instead. But yeah, those are off of Etsy. Oh, and she has ravenstonegifts.com too, so I guess she has a website as well. And she has lots of cute stuff. Okay, let's see what else. Alright, my sewing room right now is such a mess. I pulled some stuff up. I'm always organizing because I have way too much stuff and I need to stop buying and I need to just finish stuff. But anyway, I was trying to make more room, so I have it all pulled apart. So when I get done with this, I'm going to be organizing and trying to get it all put back together. Okay, so let's see. All right, so first I also joined the Fat Quarter Shop NPI Floss Club, because I had never tried silks. I know I was saying that before, and I thought if I get a little collection of them, I do have a couple patterns that call for their silks, so I thought, you know, if I collect them over time, eventually I'll have enough to do those patterns. So here are the colors that came in it. It was called Strawberry Rose. Yeah, so they do feel very nice. I think I'm just gonna keep them in these bags. It seems like people who use silk say that it gets fuzzy, and they keep them in floss away bags. So I thought, well, since these are coming in these bags, I'll just keep them in here for now. And then for my sew by row. I ran out of the light green, the Weeks Dye Works Granny Smith, so I needed to order more of that from an Etsy seller. This was kind of hard to find. Trying to remember, the Etsy seller is really nice. I love ordering from her. I can't remember the name though right now. I think it was Pumpkin Creek Primitives. I'm gonna click it on here and see if I can find it. But that's all I had to order. But you know, you can't just order a floss. I can't travel alone, right? So, because I don't have enough Halloween patterns, I got the Raven by Lottie Da. She has a lot of Halloween patterns. So I had to order Halloween because there wasn't much else, you know. And then by Lucy Beam, who I had never heard of. Lucy Beam, I just lately have been turned on to, and I love her stuff. This is Crafty Witches, right up my alley. So cute they are. And she has a new one out, which I just have in my cart on Etsy. I haven't ordered it yet, but I need to. It's called, let me see, Cross Stitch Makes Everything Better. It's a new release this month. Yeah, it's Cross Stitch Makes Everything Okayer by Lucy Beam. It is so cute. So look that up if you haven't seen it. But yeah, I really like her stuff. Also, I have of hers, the Ghost and Pumpkins drum roll in my cart. So cute. And then the Blue Flower Halloween Parade. The Blue Flower will have a lot of dog themed stuff in her designs, and I really like that. I love dogs. I love cats too, but right now we don't have a cat. Our daughter, when she moved in with her fiance, she took our, it was her cat, but she got it when she was a freshman in high school, so I kind of considered it our cat, but it's okay. He's happy now. He has a much better place. He couldn't be here with our dogs. Our dogs were going to attack him, so. And then from Not Forgotten Farm, I really loved, I ordered some PDF patterns from them, but then I also got this scissors pillow. It's really cute. So yeah, so those were Etsy purchases. And then these are sitting in front of me, so I'll show you. Kimberly from the Fat Quarter Shop has talked about these little scissors for ages. And I finally ordered a pair. They are OmniGrid. They're made by OmniGrid, or they're sold by OmniGrid, but they're Kai scissors, which if you know, Kai scissors are really good scissors. They are the best thread snipping scissors. I also use, I don't know, I have a couple other pairs I've gotten from other places, but a lot of times, you know, if you try to snip right on the end, your threads, it'll fray your threads. These do not. These are so sharp. They are amazing. I know they sell them at the Fat Quarter Shop. They also sell them on Amazon. So they're just OmniGrid scissors, and they're just these little yellow handles. They're all these little yellow handles, just OmniGrid's color. So if you need a new pair of scissors, or even if you don't, you should just get these and replace your other scissors because these are amazing. I'm gonna have to get some more. I have to get some for Ellie. Okay, so then this Nicole Needleworks, I can't talk, showed a while ago, and I just loved it. The pink Sparrow sampler. So I ordered it from a shop in Pennsylvania, and it finally just came recently. So cute. And I also ordered the threads to go with it. Ah, exciting. So lots of like rusties and cranberry and pink colors. This is Charlotte's Pink. This is Pumpkin Patch. I don't know why they're all kind of folded funny. This is Raspberry Frost. Oh, I love that color. I'm so into these pinky colors. Pecan. So yeah, so just lots of pinkies, browns, peaches, and greens are the flosses to go with it. So not sure when I'm going to start that or what I'm going to start it on, but I really like it. So cute. Oh, and it's got two little dogs down there. I like that too. So the birds and the dogs with fits. We have fits our area here. We have so many birds. And I have my two little brown puppies, and that kind of looks like them. So cute. I really, really like that. So I got that, and then I also ordered, I have yet to start any Hawk Run Hollows, but I have plans to. I have the Halloween one, and I am still deciding on the fabric, but I think I'm going to wait till summer to start that. But I got the Houses of Hawk Run Hollow because I saw somebody on Instagram working on it, and it was just beautiful. And I don't know, it calls for like the silks well, it gives you the silks, it gives you the DMCs. I'll probably do DMC, although it would be nice to do in silks. So yeah, I live in Marietta, Georgia, and we have a group here that, like when I first started cross stitching last spring, I heard about them. Emily C here on YouTube let me know about them because she lives in the area also. And they're a Hawk Run Hollow group, and they meet once a month and work on, you can work on anything, I guess, but I guess they mostly work on Hawk Run Hollow. So I thought, well, I've been looking at them, and I had one then that I wanted to start. I had that Halloween one. So yeah, so anyway, I wanted to start them, but that's what they work on. And so we haven't been able to meet because of COVID, but now for the first time since last March, they're meeting at the end of April. So I'm going to go for the first time. I don't know any of them, but I'm excited about it. And so I'm going to start Hawk Run Hollow houses. And then I think I'll wait till summer to start the Halloween one. Obviously no plans to get them done anytime soon, especially with my Anniversaries of the Heart. But you know, it'll be a years-long project. But I'll work on it whenever I go to those meetings. So I'm excited to meet some stitchers in my area. I had also started going to a group at Tiny Stitches, and they have resumed meeting, but until I got the vaccine, I just didn't feel comfortable going. I mean, I know they were socially distanced and wear masks and stuff, but I'm around so many people every day working in a school that I just didn't, like if I passed it on to somebody, I'd feel so bad. So I just didn't want to take that chance. So it'll be nice once we're all vaccinated to be able to get together again with stitchers in person. So anyway, yeah, so I got that. I still haven't decided fabric because, like I said, I don't want to do 40 count. So I'm probably going to do a 32 count. I'm thinking smoky white. I really like the, I think it's Zweigart smoky white. So I'm thinking that, but I'm not sure. And then, oh, what should I show next? I've ordered a lot of fabric because I find I'll, have a bunch of patterns and I'll go to stitch one. I'll be like, oh, but I need this fabric. So I just ordered a bunch of fabrics and they're hard to find. So when I see them, I'm ordering them. So I got a bunch from the Fat Quarter Shop. Let me show you that first. Okay, so this is that 32 count Lugana. It's like a charcoal color and I really like it. And I can't remember the name. Designer that I really love her patterns. Well, I'll think about it. But anyway, she calls for 32 counts. I have a lot of patterns from, oh my gosh, I can't look at my phone because it's here. Very famous designer. I'm just blanking on the name. So I'm going to do her patterns on this. I think I might also do hands-on design. There we go. I have the little bee pillow one to make, and all of the ones that she collaborated with Priscilla Blaine of Stitching with the Housewives. All of hers are on like chalkboard or on black. So I just like this shade of gray. I don't really love black except for Halloween. So I wanted something a little different. So yeah, I like that. And it's Lugana, my favorite. So it's called Charcoal. I think Fat Quarter Shop cuts it up themselves, but it's just Zweigart Charcoal, 32 count Lugana. You can get it at different places. So I love that. And then I did get, because I wanted to see if it was more gray or black, but it's Lori Holt Vintage Cloth Blackboard she's come out with, and it is a true black. So I think I'm going to save this for some Halloween patterns. I have a couple by Stitching with the Housewives that would be good on this. But it is a 25 count Lugana, my favorite. And then I got more, and you can see I already cut into it for the Strawberry House, 25 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana, which I just love. And that Sew by Row was on the 25 count White Cloud Lugana. And then Fat Quarter Shop got in Fiber on a Whim linens. And I ordered a bunch of the 28 count. I would like to go back and order all the 32 counts as well. But they're beautiful colors. This is Cobalt. I'm not going to take them out of the bag. I think you can see them fine. Really pretty medium blue. Really nice even modeling. It's really pretty. This one is called Night Sky. It's just a deep charcoal gray. And then Blueberry, this purpley blue. So pretty. And then I thought for Halloween this one would be good, plum. I think something Halloween you need to do on that. And then this one is called parchment. Like just a neutral color. So yeah, they had those available on all 28 count and 32. I'm not sure. I imagine they probably sold pretty quick, but so pretty. I love this so much. Okay, so that is all the fabrics I got from Fat Quarter Shop. And then I was watching MommaLovesyouGB. She is an English, I think she's from Wales, floss tuber. She's also a teacher. I think she's a high school science teacher. But she always has lots of great ideas and freebies and just cool stuff on her channel. And she dyes fabric. So she's had different dyeing videos. She's dyed with walnut shells, which are really cool, which I got myself to try. And she's dyed with another kind of dye. I don't think it was red. It was a different kind. But then this one I loved. She had a video about dyeing with these Dynaflow dyes. And they come in these little bottles or in jars, and you can get them on Amazon. And her video, here I pulled it up here. It's her Floss Tube Special number 2, Dyeing with Dynaflow, and it's MommaLovesyouGB Michelle. She's on Instagram and Floss Tube, and she does a great video about dyeing fabric with these. And you just squirt on a little bit, really, and just mush it up and let it dry, and it comes out beautiful. And so she showed these, so I had to get that to try because I love dyeing my own fabric. And it came out in really bright colors, and you could add a little more to make it brighter, or you could mix the colors, and you just mixed it by squirting them on. I mean, it was really cool. It looked really fun. So I got those, and then she had talked about a place where she got white linen from in the UK. It was called the Wool Warehouse. So I ordered 28 count and 32 count. I ordered, this is like yards of it. I forget. It was a huge amount. I'm not remembering how much. I want to say it was like 50, but it might have been centimeters. I can't remember. But anyhow, go on there and look. The Wool Warehouse. So I ordered this, and I thought, well, it's going to take months to get here, but that's okay. Whenever I get it, you know? No, it got here in 3 days from the UK. It was shipped by DSL. So it's Zweigart brand. Zweigart 28 count and 32 count white. And they have different colors. They have like off-white, vintage white, I think, that you can order. But I just thought for dyeing I'd like the white. And it was really affordable. I think I paid $55 for this piece. Now, maybe it was a meter. I paid 55. It wasn't 55 centimeters. But look, I mean, this is doubled. I'm not even sure how much I got, but I got a huge amount. I have to measure the whole thing. Let's see, let's measure it. So it is a little over a yard by like a yard and a half. A little over a yard by a yard and a half for $55 of white fabric. And it got here in 3 days. I mean, that'd be worth it if it got here in 3 months. So go watch her video, and she puts the links to the Wool House UK in there, and order yourselves some linen because it was an awesome deal. And I think shipping was free. Shipping was free, or it was like $3 or something, and it got here in 3 days. I was just beyond excited. So I am afraid, though, I don't want to experiment on this because I want this to be lovely. So what I did is, and we'll see how it works, I'll let you know, I went and bought some bleached white muslin, which is super cheap. You can get it like Joann's or somewhere. And I'm going to try dyeing on those a little bit to kind of just to get the feel for it before I go and use my linen. So that's my plan. We'll see how it works. But if you're interested in dyeing your own fabric, check out MommaLovesyouGB. She does great videos and has lots of other fabulous stuff on there. So that is all my stitchy haul. So now I'll get into quilting. Let's see what time we're at here. Yeah, I should probably stop and come back and do the quilting. So I'm going to stop so my video doesn't stop. And if you're not interested in quilting, then thank you for joining me for the cross stitch. And we'll see you next time. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so quilting. So I have been doing all kinds of different stuff with quilting. I pulled out some old stuff that I haven't done in ages, like 6, 7, 8 years, that's been sitting in my armor right here that needs taken care of. I have so many quilts that need binded. And I also started some new block of the months because, you know, I only have like 50 that I have started. So anyhow, we'll get to that in a minute, but I'm just going to show you my quilting haul first. The little bit that I have. I don't have a lot of quilting haul, at least that I remember to pull out. Well, my Sew Sampler box came, so I thought I'd show you that. I already opened it, but I thought I'd show you what's in there since I showed you last time. This one was Make a Splash. This is the February box. And it had a 20% off coupon on the back here for Aurifil thread. So that was nice. I need a new cone of Colors 2000, so I need to use that. And then it came with this pack of, I think, what's it called? It tells us here. My favorite color is Moda pack. So it's that fabric with all the colors of the Moda solids and then some solids. So, and it came with that so that you could make this little quilt here, which I think is cool. But then I was also thinking it would be really neat to use this for a project bag. So we'll see. I'm more likely to probably use it for a project bag because I don't even know where I would hang this quilt, although it is really pretty. So I don't know, maybe I'll do both. So it came with that, and it came with our, you know, every month you get a pattern. And then some thread. I got like a bluey purple thread. And then this cute little thing, it is just a needle holder, but it's aqua. It just goes in my room really nice. Or pin holder. And then some Clover water soluble pencils, which I do have some of these. I use them. They're nice for marking. Yeah, so that's everything that came in the February box. And I know my March box is on its way to me. So we'll see what comes in that one. And then when I ordered the cross stitch fabric, I got this quilt book. It's the American Gatherings quilt book by Lisa Bonjean. And she is doing a free quilt along with this block. I'll show you the quilt in here. So this is what the quilt's gonna look like. But in the pattern in the book, these are all just the same star, same quilt block. So apparently with the free stitch along she's doing, she's going to change that to a different block for each flag block. So each flag block will have a different pattern for the star block that she's going to give you free on her site. So they're using the American Gatherings Fat Quarter Bundle, and then you need like 4 yards of background. So she's showing it with the dark blue background, but there's also some light options. So I think I'm going to do that. I still need to get the Fat Quarter Bundle, waiting till my next pay. And then get the background fabric. And I think I might go light. Yeah, so it's really good. I really like that. But there's a lot of really pretty patterns in this book, so definitely look at this one. Oh, I've been wanting to make one of these string stars forever. And then there's even a penny rug in there, which is cute. This one is called Charming Americana, and it uses 5-inch squares. I guess I could go through and just show you everything. Hold on, let me get back to the beginning. Okay, so this is called Stately. And this is all using her American Gatherings collection. But obviously you could do anything, but any patriotic one would be pretty. This one is called America Rolls On. I think it's probably a jelly roll it calls for, since it's called America Rolls On. Let me see. Yeah, it calls for 2 jelly rolls. This is Salute, and this is a table runner. Real quick, I'll show you that. And I showed you Charming American. I showed you American Outlander. That's what that one's called, American Outlander. I really love that. This one is Pioneer. Just looks like snowballs. This reminds me of a quilter on Instagram that also writes books. And she lives in Florida. Oh, I'm not going to remember her name right now. But anyway, she made a green and cream version of this, similar quilt to this. It's really pretty. It's in her Christmas quilt book. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, but I can't remember her name. She lives in Florida. When she posts pictures on Instagram, she's all these gorgeous quilts, and she uses a lot of fig tree. But then she's got, you know, really big windows, and it's always really sunny and Florida-ish looking in her house. Then this one is called American Zigzag. This is Sweet Lamb of Liberty. And the one that's the stitch along is Red, White, and True. Ooh, this one's pretty. This is the last one, I think. This is Oh My Stars. I love a good star quilt. Really pretty. So yeah, definitely worthwhile book, because all of these you could also make. Oh wait, there's more. Sorry, I was wrong. That's not the end. Then there's projects, and then she has a project page. This is American Bouquet. It's like a little hexagon project, table topper. And then this cute pillow, quilt block flag pillow. It's similar to the quilt, but it looks like these strips are just a little longer. And then Star Spangled Penny Mat. That's that other one I had shown you. If you're into wool. And this is USA Pincushion, a cute little pillow, and I think those appliques are wool. And then it's embroidered with floss. And then she just has templates and applique patterns in the back. So yeah, a really nice book. I was really happy with that. And then, before I show you just what I've been working on my projects, I also got some more of this, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Flatter Spray. And this is the fig scent. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. So when your quilt block is done, you spray this on and press it, and it just makes it really, really flat. Especially when I'm doing open seams. If I have trouble getting them flat, I spray some of this on and it flattens them up. But I just want to spray my whole house with this. It smells so good. I got this from the Fat Quarter Shop, but you can also get it on Amazon. And they have different scents. But I would just use it as like a home spray because it smells amazing. I sprayed my dogs with it. They didn't like it. But I love it. So, Flatter Fig Spray. It says fresh picked clean scent. Starch-free smoothing spray. So it's a starch-free smoothing spray. Made with plant-derived and renewable ingredients. Yeah, it's awesome stuff. Okay, so what have I been working on? So I started, as usual, I was watching Kimberly at Fat Quarter Shop. She totally enables me. And she gets so much done. But she was doing the a Quilting Lives block of the month. Every year she does a block of the month, and she's doing 12-inch and 6-inch blocks, I believe, and you just go to her site. It's free. She has all the patterns there you can download in 12-inch and 6-inch. So I was 3 months behind when I decided to start. But I have been collecting Tilda fabrics for a long, long time. They kind of go with my bedroom, and I wanted to do some quilts for in there. And so this week I worked on making these 2 blocks. I made March and February. I still have to make January, then I'll be caught up. And I've been starching and ironing and folding all my Tilda fabric, my whole collection, so I can have it in one basket and just pull from it each month to do the blocks of the month. And I just want it real scrappy, but with all Tilda. So here's what I have starched and folded so far. My collection. I've just been collecting it for years. I just love the look of her fabrics. Beautiful colors. I think my favorite line is Happy Camper was the name of one of her collections. And where is it? There's one that is my absolute favorite print, and I didn't iron it yet. It's not here. But it is this print. Let me show you. It's called Primrose, I think. It's this print, but the background's pink and the flowers are that purpley blue. And I'm like, oh, I just love it so much. So anyway, I'm arranging these by color, and that way I can just pull however many colors I need for each block of the month each month and make that. And I think I am going to make 12-inch and 6-inch so I can kind of stagger them and make it look more samplery like. But yeah, so I still have a few more to iron and get in there. But then we'll be all good to go. And I'm just using a plain cream for the background. And I don't even know the number. It's a Bella something, but I just had it. And so hopefully I'll be able to find more if I run out. But this was the March block that I finished. And I think it's really pretty. Now, in the Quilting Lives pattern, you don't put these triangles in. But Kimberly at the Fat Quarter Shop is doing hers out of 3 Lori Holt colors, Prim colors. They were beautiful, so check hers out. And she did the blue and aqua rose print from Prim in the middle, and then she did these because it just set off the blue in the middle. So I tried to kind of copy that with my Tilda fabrics. I really like it. So that's March, and then this was February. And this one was more fiddly, definitely. I really had no problems, so I was actually putting them all together. I had no problems, like I pieced this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one. And it was fine. I did do open seams on the back because there were so many seams. So when I started sewing all 4 of them together, I made a few mistakes, but I fixed them, I think. Hopefully you're not seeing any mistakes in the camera. If you are, don't tell me. I don't want to know because I'm not ripping it apart now. So here they are together. Yeah, so I just need to make January then, and I will be caught up with that. And then I pulled this project out from long, long ago. I love this quilt, and I started it so long ago, and I used to hand quilt when I first started quilting a long time ago, but quickly realized that I'm not going to get anything done hand quilting, so I stopped doing that. But I decided this one I wanted to hand quilt. Literally, I was working on this when I lived in Florida still, which was like 4 or 5 years ago. So it's a I am blanking on names today. I'll think of it as we go along. But, oh, Bonnie and Camille. See, Bonnie and Camille pattern. And it's Bonnie and Camille's fabric line, and I will not remember the name of that, but it was all these rain theme fabric with florals. April Showers, that's what it was. So let me stand back here. I have it in my quilting coop because I've been trying to quilt it. But here it is, and I just think it's so beautiful, and every spring I'm like, I want this done. And I've thought about going back and just machine quilting it, but I already started hand quilting, and I would really like it hand quilted. But I was kind of too ambitious when I started it. I marked all kinds of intricate quilting patterns in each block, like a different one in each block, and that just wasn't going to happen. So I went back and took those marks off, and I'm just doing a grid in each one. So like a 1.5 inch grid. So I'm working on this one now, and it takes a while when you haven't hand quilted in a while to get back in the rhythm. So my stitches are kind of big here. But here's one that was like finished. So, I mean, I want it done now. I want everything done now, but it's going to probably still be years before it gets done. And here's the back. This was all the April Showers collection. So yeah, I love it. It's so pretty. Someday it will be done. And I'm trying not to be like, oh, it has to be perfect and quilting. I'm just doing it, and however it comes out, it comes out. Because you can't even really see the quilting that well on it. So, and then I just pulled out a quilt that I need to bind. I have like 3 quilts I need to bind that I quilted last year. This was one that I started at the beginning of the pandemic on Laundry Basket Quilts. She did this as a free stitch along. And I actually used some fabrics I had gotten off of Crafty. So I forget the name of it even. But oh, it's so hard to hold up and see. I'm just going to hold it in front of me so you can kind of see what it looks like. Yeah, so anyway, I am sewing the binding on that. And then I have another spring one that I need to get out and sew the binding on. I do sometimes machine stitch, but I really like the idea of it hand stitched, so that's what I'm doing on this one. So I've been working on hand quilting, I've been sewing and binding, I've been piecing, I've been starching, just lots of different things, and organizing. And I think that is everything I have to show you. Look around. Yep, I think that's it. So I hope everybody is having a great, I was gonna say spring, I guess it's not technically spring yet, probably this weekend, but I hope everybody is having a good time. I hope the weather is getting better. From what I hear around the country, a lot of places the weather is getting more spring-like and warmer. It definitely is here in the Atlanta area. My husband's been out gardening a bunch. We have a giant backyard that's kind of a mess, and he loves to garden. So we actually had a nursery here draw us up a plan of what we could put back there, because we live in the woods and it's hard to get things to grow back there. So, and they will install it for you. But we figured that was going to be pretty expensive, and it was ridiculously expensive. I mean, not ridiculous. I mean, it's all the plants and everything, and they install it, but it was crazy expensive. And with the wedding coming, we're like, no. Plus, he likes doing it. So he's kind of just taking the plan, and he is going to plant sections of it at a time. So he's been out working at that a lot. I kind of garden in the front yard. I like things very structured. I'm very A-type. So I like a plan, and I like it to be very neat. He's more like, he likes things wild looking. So it's interesting. So anyhow, that's what we've been working on outside. But yeah, the weather's been really nice. So I hope the weather is nice where you are. I hope you are healthy. I hope everything's going well. If you haven't liked and subscribed the video, please do so. And I think that's it. So happy stitching, and I will see you maybe a couple weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Bye.